Today in Taipei, a fiery end for a massive drug haul, a new child subsidy drawing hard lines, a crackdown on e-cigarettes, rail delays in Taitung, and stricter license rules for senior drivers. I'm Dean Bark. Welcome to the City Report with Dean Bark, coming to you from Taipei. Let's kick things off with a bang. Authorities here in Taipei have incinerated a record 2,359 kilograms of seized narcotics, including 4,962 marijuana plants. The Ministry of Justice, which oversees law enforcement and prosecutorial policy, moved the drugs under armored convoy with police escorts to the Muzha Refuse Incineration Plant, the city's waste-to-energy facility in Wenshan. Senior officials, including the Minister of Justice, were on hand to witness the destruction. That's the headline. Time to dig into the details. Cannabis has now surpassed amphetamines as Taiwan's second most common illegal drug after ketamine, which helps explain the scale of this burn. The show of force underscores two fronts: stopping smuggling at the ports and airports, and curbing consumption at home. Call it like it is. This much contraband making it to the furnace tells you the problem is complex and persistent, not the kind of smoke anyone in Wenshan wants overhead. Moving on. Taiwan's new 0 to 18 child allowance will be limited to kids with Taiwanese nationality and a household registration, the hukou system that proves local residency. The health minister, who leads the Ministry of Health and Welfare, says eligible families will receive 5,000 new Taiwan dollars a month per child up to age 18, with part of that routed into a growth investment account, essentially a long-term savings vehicle to build assets for the child. Here's the latest scoop. The plan excludes foreign nationals and Taiwanese living abroad long-term, and in a grim but clear provision, guardians can claim funds if a child dies before 18. The goal is to counter the falling birth rate with direct support, but drawing the circle this tight around eligibility will spark fairness questions. Let's cut to the chase. The policy is bold on intent, narrow on inclusion. Whether it moves the needle on births is the test that matters. Let's pivot to the next story. The Health Ministry plans to close a legal gap on e-cigarettes by allowing confiscation and fines for mere possession, up to 10,000 new Taiwan dollars. The Tobacco Hazards Prevention Act, Taiwan's main anti-tobacco law, already bans e-cig use, sale, and ads, and has since March 2023. What it lacked was a penalty for carrying the devices. That's what the amendment targets. The Health Promotion Administration, the agency that enforces tobacco control, also plans to push online platforms to take down illegal vape content faster. This comes after cases involving so-called zombie vape cartridges, black market pods laced with controlled substances, and linked to drug-impaired driving. Well, that's one way to look at it. The law is finally catching up to the street reality, and not a moment too soon. Shifting gears to rail travel. Taiwan Railway reported a double disruption at Qishang Station in Taitung County, a key stop on the East Coast route. At 11:15 a.m., a freight train derailed and hit a utility pole, forcing single-track operations as tracks 3 and 4 were suspended. Then at 12:25 p.m., a Puyuma Express, the tilt train service used for faster runs on curvy tracks, damaged an overhead electrical line. That 1-2 punch triggered system-wide delays on the Taitung line. Passengers complained about waiting in extreme heat with little real-time information. The railway apologized and says repairs and schedule adjustments are underway. Travelers should check updated timetables before heading out. What's the takeaway? In a crisis, communication is as crucial as the wrench work. On a day the trains tilted, so did tempers. All right, next topic. Taiwan is tightening driver's license renewals for seniors to boost road safety. The Ministry of Transportation and Communications has lowered the mandatory renewal age from 75 to 70, with the Highway Bureau, which manages licensing, sending monthly notices to more than 100,000 senior drivers. About 1.3 million drivers are affected. Here are the key rules. Drivers aged 70 to 74 must pass a physical exam and take road safety training, and the license is valid until 75. At 75 and over, drivers need a cognitive test or medical proof showing no dementia, with renewals every 3 years. Miss the grace period and fines apply, though renewing within 3 months of expiration or voluntarily surrendering your license can avoid penalties. Also noted, written exams are shifting to multiple choice for scooters and motorcycles already, and for automobile licenses by the end of June. Major violations will require retraining. Let's not overcomplicate this. The goal is sharper reflexes behind the wheel and fewer tragedies on the road. And that's your report for today from the City Report with Dean Bark in Taipei. Have a great day, and join us again tomorrow for more news.